Well, Ray, a spectacular finish yesterday against Chennai. It was a complete demolition job.
Yeah, it was a good win. The guys were very focused. As I said to you last time we spoke, that we had an intense fielding practice and things were set up and the mood was good. But tomorrow's a different story. You know, we obviously had a late night last night, and the energies are not as good as they are today. So hopefully I can pick up the mood and the connection tomorrow to give you some sort of feedback.
So what did the bowlers do right initially to get those early dismissals?
I think, you know, our bowlers do have the skills. It's a matter of making sure they're well connected to the game to execute those skills. And you know, with Zach, you know, as I mentioned, he had a week off and he's looking more fresh than normal. The way he started off, he was always going to put the opposition under pressure, and we just needed somebody to support him, which Aravind did very well, as well as Muthan, as well as Dan.
Were there any worrying moments yesterday when MS Dhoni was at the crease?
No, I think MS, you know, the worrying moment for me was, you know, do they get 120, 140? They weren't really going to hurt us because, you know, Dhoni didn't have enough partners and he couldn't start as early as he wanted because the wickets were falling all the time. So I knew that they could only go the last 3 overs, and that wasn't really going to hurt us too much.
So AB and Chris opened batting yesterday. Is that something which was specially for that game?
Yeah, that's one of the options, and obviously it didn't work out, but AB does play spin very well, and you know, we do realise that Ashwin's going to be bowling quite a few overs, especially if you had a look, he bowled 4 in a row. So we're going to come up with a game plan to make sure we combat that.
Your decision to bowl first, in hindsight, obviously it stands vindicated, but was that a crucial element of yesterday?
Yeah, I think if you bat or bowl first, it's important, but you need to bowl, bat and field well in order to win the game. You know, the toss is not that important in comparison to combine the fielding and the bowling and the batting as a group to make sure that you have sort of a compact overall performance rather than just relying on the toss.
So we're going to be up against the same side, a wounded side tomorrow. Do you see them as a dangerous opposition and playing differently tomorrow?
Yeah, I think they're a very good side. They bat deep. It's probably the best balanced side in the tournament. We just got to make sure our mood's right, and we keep on showing that fighting spirit that we've shown over the last 10 games.
Just looking back at yesterday for a second, is there something you would have liked to do differently? Any learnings you're taking out of yesterday's game?
Not really. You know, I don't look back and say we should do things differently. You know, we make decisions at the time, and you know, to me the decisions were spot on all the time. You know, Dan's captaincy has been very good, and you know, preparation was good. So I'm very comfortable where the side is at the moment.
So, any predictions for tomorrow? Assuming, let's say, we bat first.
Yeah, if we bat first, you know, obviously a good start's always important in 20-over cricket, and make sure we consolidate in the middle period and have wickets in the end to put their bowlers under pressure. The interesting thing is how they're going to use Bollinger and Ashwin.
Okay, just lastly, how do you think this pitch is going to play?
Look, it's very different to back home. But you know, we've read the pitch, we understand, we've played here before, we know exactly what it's going to do. So hopefully the team selection and the way we use our bowlers are going to result in the end result that we want.
So Ray, this is a neutral venue, so here neither side can really influence how the pitch is prepared. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think Mumbai can do anything differently. You know, there's not too much grass on that wicket. It's been used so much with the World Cup and IPL. So you know, it's not going to do anything differently to what we saw in the last game.
It's supposed to be a spinner's track?
Yes, it will spin. It will spin more than most wickets around India.
So the boys are looking confident, I can see. We've got the whole lot here back in Mumbai with us.
Yes, confidence only starts tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
Thank you, Ray. I'm sure we'll do well this time too.
Thank you.
Shoulder.